Hi friends, it's Stephanie with Stefsonabudget. Welcome back for another video. I'm really excited to set this up with you guys. It's a new kind of video. So October is always an interesting part of the year. I know most people budget like January through December, which we do too overall, but when I got my first physical book from the Budget Mom, it came in October and I was just using like her free printables and downloads, and so I obviously could not wait 2 more months to use it. So I started my first Budget Mom workbook in October. And so it just kind of follows that cycle where every October I kind of need a new one. Well, last year she didn't release the physical product, so I used the her digital download one, and I actually really love it because I can customize it to just the papers that I need. And you know, I don't need so many like budget sheets where excuse me, like these ones, because I'm only getting usually 2 paydays. You know, my husband and I get paid the same day, so I just use one sheet for both of us and budget twice a month essentially. And her book comes with, I think, 5 in there. So, and then I needed more expense trackers versus what was offered in the book. So I was always having to like print more out anyways and add them into the book. So I love her workbook though. I would recommend it to anybody. But I am just excited that I got the chance to use the printable, and I opted to stay with the printable again for 2024. But I am needing to set up my November budget, and you guys know I've always say I like to have my kind of monthly budget, if you will, ready to go usually 2 to 3 months in advance, and it is already the middle of October and I don't have November's budget spread even done because I needed to set up my new budget book. So I thought it'd be cool if we did that together, so you can kind of see what that looks like as somebody who uses her downloadable version. I've been seeing a lot of like unboxings and reviews of her physical book, which again, I would recommend to anybody. Her way of budgeting has just, not to be like cliche and overly cheesy, but just like such an impact on our financial lives, which then carries over into our day-to-day lives. So I'm more than happy with her products, and we are I'm so sorry, you guys, like this kind of cold, I feel fine, but it's like lingering in my chest a little bit. So I apologize. But yeah, let's jump on in and I'll show you how I essentially set this up. So you see a massive set of papers here, which is part of when you print from home. I know it's terrible. I should probably print double-sided, but I didn't because I didn't have like thicker paper on hand and I didn't want to wait any longer. And this is sufficient. So it's single-sided, so it's more, but I use a lot of highlighting in my budget book. And so I don't like the highlighters to like bleed through the backside and more than you want to know. Let's get to the real stuff here, you guys. Okay, so what I do is I have my workbook all printed out, and this is the one that I chose this year. I am so excited. It is a big happy planner. This is the teacher layout. Honestly, if you go this route, the layout doesn't matter because you're pulling those pages out anyways. So if you see one that you love, you're really just needing, you know, the appropriate size and the cover. So there will be, this is going to take me a while. I'm not going to bore you guys by sitting you through the whole thing. So there'll be moments where I just kind of speed it up so you can kind of see. So I went with the big happy planner this year. Well, I always go with the big, but I love this one. It's like part of their Disney 100 celebration. But it's kind of got like this frosted cover, which I love. And then just kind of some of the characters. What I really liked about this one is it had tons of different Disney characters. Now, Happy Planner comes with what's called a medium-sized disc. We are going to switch over to expander-sized discs. These would never hold a full year of budgeting for myself and probably for most people out there. So we are going to switch that over, and I'll show you how I do that and kind of a quick, easy way to do so. But if you kind of flip through a happy planner, if you're not familiar with them, I just love this one because it had so many good characters that you don't usually see. And I actually really like this teacher layout. So I'm definitely going to like find a way to utilize these, because they make these are like really great little like checklists. So I definitely will find a way to utilize these sheets when I pull them out. But a teacher layout is, it starts in July and then goes through June of the following year. So that's kind of funky, right? This planner started in 2023. So when it comes to July, this will actually be 2024. It doesn't matter, you guys. I have, you can redate these, and I have tons of like planner dating stickers. So to me, it's nothing. I picked a planner that I really liked, and I can customize it regardless of the dates. They certainly to make life easy, you could just buy, every fall they release their products for the upcoming year. So you can just outright go and buy a whole 2024 planner and not have to worry about redating anything. But again, I picked a planner that I wanted, and so I'll definitely have to do some redating. So essentially, these are all this year. That's already passed. Doesn't mean we can't still use them. We're just going to move them to the back. But like November, so I'm going to be good all the way through June, and then what'll happen is, you know, these rest of the months, July through October, I'll have to redate for 2024. Again, not a big deal. And it's just the monthlies that we're redating. So, but look at how stinking cute this one is. I just love it so much. These are the dividers. You see so many characters like Wally. You never see Wally on anything. I'm such a Disney nerd, you guys. I'm sorry. I know that there's like, you know, that whole trend. There's Disney adults and then there's not Disney adults. I guess I would be a Disney adult, but I try not to be like too much of a freak about it. I love this one. It is so cute. How cute is this? Today's perfect day to start living your dreams. So many cute things. Celebrating 100 years. The Genie Baymax, I've just loved this planner so much. And this teacher layout, and then of course, my favorite. This teacher layout is so cool, like I said, with like the checklists and stuff. And then here is the back, again, with the frosted color. This one's blue instead of the gold, which I love. And then we have more of just all of the characters. So to start, let's pull all this stuff off. We're finally ready to break this in. All right, so I'm gonna move the paper out of the way. Okay, and then what we're gonna wanna do is start by taking the covers off. And then I'm going to take the back cover off. Sorry, I know it's loud. Okay. And then let's move the planner. All right. I opted for these purple ones. I don't know that they're going to be the vibe, but we're going to use it. It's too late now. And then we're just going to pop the back on like so. Now I will say, like, the papers like this is just like the dashboard material. I almost kind of want to laminate it. If you manipulate your dashboards and your papers a lot in your planners with Happy Planner, you know, sometimes like the edges just don't hold up as well as like they used to, but for the most part, it's okay. All right. I think too, when we're all said and done here, I probably will pull this one out and laminate them, because these edges are already one pull and they're already pretty torn up here. And my budget book needs to be able to withstand quite a bit. Okay, back cover on, top covers next. So I love Happy Planner as a left-handed person because you know how spirals just are always in the way as a lefty. And so when you can pull papers out, it's just so much better. Okay. All right. This is always the worst part of all this, you guys, is kind of setting up these initial little bit. They do, or they used to make like a thing that like holds your discs. See, like this one is already like broke, you guys. Like that's so annoying. And you're supposed to be able to rip them like that. So, you know, I don't think I was overly rough, but I guess maybe I was. Okay, there's the start. So the next thing we want out of our book is going to be like our months. I'm going to go ahead and keep my, you know, cover page. It says teacher edition. It's okay. But it does have like the yearly calendar, which I like. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to keep it for now. I might actually switch this out because so much of it is 2023 that won't really apply. And I've got like tons of these in other old planners. I also really like these sheets that are, they give you like the month and every day. These are great for all kinds of things. You can note paydays in here. You can note bills in here. You can note annual subscriptions that might come out maybe just once a month. As far as budgeting goes, you can do birthdays, holidays, celebrations, just budgeting things that you need to plan for that maybe you're not sure like where else to put, but you want to keep them, you know, to the forefront of your budget. So I'm going to definitely keep this in here. And again, it goes through like your whole year. The one thing is sometimes like you have key pages like this, and then it flips to like the monthly stuff. So you kind of lose that aspect of it. This is the currently page, but for a budget planner, it's not a big deal. We're not really using the currently pages as far as a budget planner goes. So let's flip this open. You'll find the best way to disassemble and reassemble a happy planner is by 1 month at a time. You never want to pull like more than a month's worth of pages at a time. Otherwise it gets, it's too hard and you're going to like rip your pages. Also, these are metal discs, so let me try something. Hold on one second, you guys. This video will have like just so much editing. Okay, I'm gonna slide this under here and hopefully minimize some of that like disc noise that you're hearing. I apologize for that. Okay, so you're still in frame. So with metal discs, it does take like, if they're new, sometimes the papers don't slide very smooth. It does take like some time to kind of like wear them in. I'm not sure what that's all about, but don't panic if initially your papers are a little stiff. It does get better the more you're using your planner. So that's the first bit. I'm going to go ahead and flip to actually November, since that will be the first month. So you can see even like the plastic ones are kind of like that. Things are kind of stiff until you start like breaking them in. So we're going to start with November because that's the month that will start in our new planner. And essentially, like I said, the best thing is just to pull it out 1 month at a time. So we're just going to pull this from the disc. And then we'll pop in November. Okay. as I'm getting the pages in, the purple is growing on me like more and more. And the thicker this gets, like the kind of easier it is to like work with. Okay, so there's November. And actually, see what I'm saying about how the papers don't really slide all that well? Don't let that discourage you guys. The planner will warm up. Okay, when it comes to what I need out of the Happy Planner, I mostly just need the monthly spread. So that's this monthly calendar. Now, the Budget Mom printable workbook comes with a calendar in there, but of course I love the decor of the Happy Planner spread. So also, the Happy Planner month is already dated for you. The Budget Mom is totally undated. So when you print stuff, you get to, you know, it'll carry over year to year to year. So everything is undated in the printable version, but for the monthly, I just like to use the November because, again, I like the decoration, I like the themes, that sort of thing. So all I really need actually is the monthly spread. So that's these 2 pages. And then it's going to start, this is one of the big complaints a lot of us Happy Planners have, like our Happy Planner users, is that there's not like, man, this is really stiff, you guys. We hate that the, like the back of the calendar goes right into the spread. Like we wish there was a break because so many people freaking plan and like to break their planners up in different ways, but you don't want to lose like the first half of your week, but there's nothing you could do about it. So this is the planner itself. This we do not need, so I actually pulled this out and don't need it. Now I like to have the currently pages in here, so I am going to leave this one so I have the December currently page, and I'll show you how that makes sense here in a minute. But we don't need these papers, so I don't know why I put those in there. I'm going to take them out. Don't worry, I'm not going to toss these. I'm going to find a way to utilize these because they are adorable. Okay, so next up is December. So sorry guys, there's not quite enough room to work with both planners. All right, and then we are going to, let's flip this over. Wait, and put this one in. I'm not being the most graceful at this, you guys, either, so. Okay, so now when I have December, here's December's currently page and the front of December. And then I have the monthly spread. Now, when it comes to the monthly spreads in the Happy Planner, I will say this is not like where you have this half, because there's not enough weeks, right? You've got this half day for, so one box for the 24th and the 31st. I do not like that. I need a box for every day, but it's fine. You know, I will work around it, and it's not like that. The calendars in the Budget Mom planner, that's totally a win for her because they're not like that at all. Okay, next up is January. I honestly don't know why I'm putting in these currently pages. They're in my current budget planner and I never used them, but I always have the best intentions to do so. So we'll try it again this year. So again, there's that currently page. And a currently page is just a great place where you can jot down like things that might be a priority for that month. So you even have like a priority section, what's important in January, any kind of notes that you might want to add about your budget. You can see right here at the beginning of January as you kick off the month. And then of course we have the monthly spread. And then, oh my gosh, look how cute you guys made her. Like he's never in anything. I just love this planner so freaking much. Okay, next up is February. You guys are probably getting the gist of this, so I will speed you up to save you a little pain here. So enjoy the little speed up process as we finish up the rest of the year. Okay, friends, I somehow missed getting April in there, but all right, now we've got the Happy Planner stuff all transitioned over, but man, these, see what I'm saying about like the discs are just, it takes like a good minute with these metal expander discs for them to really start working for you. So it is kind of a pain. It is kind of like freaky in the beginning, but it does, like I said, they do get better. See, like that turn already was a little bit better, but it definitely takes a bit. Okay, so we've got our months all set up. So we've got November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So we're good through July of 2024. Or I'm sorry, July, August, September, October. We're good through October 2024. So that's a full year for me. Now we want to add in our budget mom pieces. So I've got this big stack. Of course, I will speed you guys up through all of this as well. But let's find November. So here is all of November. And so I'll show you the papers that I utilize from the Budget Mom. Like I said, there's tons of stuff in her workbook, and everything that's in the physical workbook is in the downloadable one, the printable. You can just pick and choose what you want to use and what you won't use. All right, so first off, we have our monthly spread for November, and then we want to have our budget pieces. So with the Happy Planner, I have a big Happy Planner punch, so that's how I will get everything in here. You'll have to note like what side to punch on. So this obviously gets punched on that side, whereas this one gets punched on this side. So when you look at it in your spread, it looks like this. So also with the Happy Planner punches, you guys, you can't fit that many papers in there. So a few at a time is good. So we'll pop these in. And then next up, I will do expense trackers, and I do 3 sets of expense trackers, and I'm just flipping them so I can punch them once, you guys. So what I do in my budget planner is, I'll show you how I use these. So we get paid bi-weekly, which usually comes out to twice a month. There are 2 months out of the year where we have the quote unquote magic month, right? Where we'll get 3 paydays. And when those situations occurs, what's nice is I'll just come in and print the extra few pages I need for that 3rd paycheck. Okay, so then we have 2 paydays per month. So I've got the budget tracker as well as the cash breakdown. And then we have for the 2nd payday. Sorry, I know that punch is probably loud, you guys, but yeah. Hopefully you're still here. I know it's kind of lengthy. Okay, so now when it's all put together with the Budget Mom, here's what a full month is going to look like. We've got the currently pages for all those like important notes for the month. You've got your cover, you've got your monthly spread, and this is where we'll list our paydays, write all of our bills, use the highlight method, set any goals, and then we get into the actual planner. I will oftentimes on this piece take some like permanent adhesive, double-sided adhesive like this, run it through, and then stick it, and then it's, you know, then you don't have kind of that weird, awkward, you're not using that page type of thing. Then when you get into the budget piece, here's what it looks like. You've got your budget, like your paycheck breakdown over here, your, you know, like your cash envelope breakdown, and then you have your expense trackers. So same thing here, you can seal those pages so you don't have kind of that weird gap. So this is our second payday, and then we go into our expense trackers. And the way I use my expense trackers is I do 2 full pages for my checking account per paycheck. So this is that first pay period in my checking. This is that second pay period in my checking. And then I have one more set, and this is for my cash envelopes. So I do 1 page per paycheck for my cash envelopes. So this is the first paycheck and the second paycheck of November for my cash envelopes. And this is where I track my spending out of those cash envelopes. And this is where I track my expenses out of my checking, because we don't pull out like bills and stuff them. Bills always stay in the checking. I just pull out cash, but I need to, like, I want to track expenses for both. So that's how I set mine up. Again, this is what's so great about the printables. You can personalize that. I mean, you can personalize her physical product as well, but this is where I really fell in love with actually just printing my own. So, and then last but not least, I also like to include every month the debt payment plan, because we still are on our debt-free journey. So this is where I'll break down our debts. And then I also print out the net worth tracker. I don't currently track our net worth because I just don't. But I do print this because this section is liabilities, and this is where I will record the starting balances for December's debt. So this is what happened in November. So this would be where I put the starting balances, what I paid, what it looked like, and then going into December, this is what the new debt balances are for our liabilities. So that's how I utilize these 2 pages, and that is how I set up an entire month with the Budget Moms printables. So I will do the exact same thing all the way through the rest of the year. Obviously, I don't want to bore you with that piece, so I will speed you up for all of that for sure. All right, friends, the video stopped recording. I think it didn't like that it was getting too long, so sorry about that, but we got everything put in and we are officially done. So just let's take a quick peek. Here's what it looks like. It's all nice and thick. The discs are still a big pain to turn. Like I keep saying, they will loosen up for you guys, but it should look like this. So now we've got a monthly spread, a paycheck breakdown, a paycheck breakdown. You'll add as many of these as you need. We only need 2 for November. Expense tracker, expense tracker, expense tracker, and then we should go into our debt. And then it will go into December, and same thing. We'll have our monthly and our paycheck. December's gonna have 3 because I already know this December is a 3 paycheck month for us. And then we have our expense trackers and our debt. And it's just going to continue into January and so on, you guys. And that is 1 year of a budget planner set up. So a bit of a different video. It's kind of a hot mess. I'm sorry that the recording didn't like finish and it kind of cut off in the middle of adding all the pages. But I'm super excited. I really love this planner. I think I'm going to enjoy using it this year. And yeah, stay tuned for a part 2 to this video. We will go ahead and set up November's monthly spread together, and I'll show you guys how I put together the calendar method by the Budget Mom using like the highlighter method and all that for bills. So we're essentially going to set up November's budget together. But I hope you liked this video. and give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content and want to stick around, I'd love for you to subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and we YouTubers love all the support we can get. And I'll see you in the next one, friends. Bye.